Thank you for visiting our channel. Please like, share and subscribe for more exciting food videos. Wonton soup explained, history, ingredients, and how to make it authentic. Wonton soup isn't just a dish, it's a cherished symbol of comfort in Chinese cuisine. For centuries, this flavorful soup has brought people together, combining delicate wontons and savory broth into a meal that's both humble and satisfying. Its origins trace back to ancient times, rooted in tradition and family cooking. Whether you're savoring it at a restaurant or making it at home, Wonton soup is a timeless classic with a rich cultural story worth exploring. History of Wonton soup. The story of Wonton soup is as rich as its savory broth. This beloved dish has traveled through centuries of Chinese history, evolving with culture while maintaining its status as a comfort food staple. To truly understand its significance, we need to take a step back in time and explore its humble beginnings. Ancient beginnings. The earliest mentions of wontons date back over 1,000 years to the Tang dynasty. In ancient Chinese literature, wontons were described as hantan, which means chaotic clouds. This poetic name likely came from their shape, soft dough wrappers folded into unique forms, resembling clouds floating on a bowl of broth. Initially, wontons weren't a common household dish. They were considered a luxury, often reserved for special occasions or festive celebrations. Scholars believe the rise of wontons coincided with advancements in flour production, which made thin dough wrappers more accessible to the average family. Wontons quickly became a cherished dish, revered for their ability to elevate simple fillings like pork and shrimp into something extraordinary. Their use during traditional festivals showed their cultural significance. Wontons symbolized unity and prosperity, a timeless theme in Chinese cuisine. Even today, eating wontons is about more than just the taste, it's about preserving traditions. Regional variations. China is vast, and each region has its own approach to cooking. Wontons are no exception, with styles that reflect regional tastes and available ingredients. Cantonese wontons in southern China. Wontons typically feature a thin, translucent wrapper and fillings like shrimp, pork, and sometimes mushrooms. Swimming in a light, flavorful broth, they're delicate and refreshing. Shanghai wontons. In contrast, Shanghainese wontons lean toward heartier flavors. Filled with minced pork and bok choy, they're often served in richer, meat-based broths, or even dry, with a soy and vinegar dipping sauce on the side. Sichuan wontons. Jiaoshu, Sichuan province takes wontons to a spicy level. Known as jiaoshu, these wontons are bathed in a fiery chili oil, marrying heat with the savory umami of their fillings. While the fillings, wrappers, and broths vary, one thing remains constant: wontons are a labor of love. Each is carefully folded by hand, often during family gatherings, where the kitchen buzzes with conversation. It's fascinating how one dish can take so many forms yet still feel universal. Wherever you are in China, or even across the world, you'll find wonton soup that reflects the heart and soul of its local culture. Ingredients in wonton soup. Wonton soup's magic lies in its simplicity. Each ingredient is carefully chosen to create a balance of flavors and textures. From silky wontons to the savory broth, every component plays a role in this beloved dish. Wontons. The wontons are the soul of the soup. These delicate dumplings are traditionally made with thin wrappers that become soft and silky when cooked. The fillings showcase a classic combination of flavors and textures. Common traditional fillings include pork. Ground pork is the most popular base, prized for its rich and savory taste. Shrimp. Coarsely chopped shrimp adds a sweet and briny flavor, giving the filling complexity. Aromatics. Ginger, garlic, and green onions bring freshness and depth to the mix. Seasonings. Soy sauce, sesame oil, and a touch of white pepper round out the flavor. To prepare wontons, the ingredients are mixed into a smooth filling, then carefully wrapped by hand. Each wonton is folded into a small, pouch-like shape, sealing the filling inside. This process requires patience and precision but adds a personal touch to every bowl. Broth. The broth ties the dish together, acting as the foundation of the soup. It's typically light but packed with umami, complementing the delicate wontons without overpowering them. There are 3 primary types of broth used in wonton soup. Pork bone broth. Slow-simmered pork bones create a rich and slightly sweet base. Chicken broth. Clear and light, chicken broth is a popular choice for a more delicate soup. Combination broth. A mix of chicken and pork broth combines the benefits of both, resulting in a full-bodied flavor. Key aromatics like ginger, garlic, and scallions are often added to the broth for extra zest. Some broths also include dried shrimp or fish for a subtle seafood undertone. Additional ingredients. While wontons and broth are the stars, additional ingredients elevate the soup and make it truly memorable. Common garnishes and accompaniments include chopped scallions. A sprinkle of green onions adds a burst of freshness. Cilantro offers a bright, citrusy note that balances the rich flavors. Bok choy or spinach. Light and tender greens provide texture and a dose of nutrients. Sesame oil. A few drops of toasted sesame oil give the soup a nutty aroma. White pepper. A subtle dusting enhances the soup's warmth and spice. Some regions or personal recipes also add thin egg noodles, turning the dish into a more filling meal. With these thoughtful touches, every bowl of wonton soup feels complete and satisfying. How to make authentic wonton soup. Making authentic wonton soup at home is both rewarding and easier than you might think. Each step, from preparing the wontons to crafting the broth, contributes to the balance of flavors that makes this dish so special. Whether you're new to cooking or a seasoned home chef, the process is straightforward with attention to detail and a bit of care. Preparing wontons. The heart of wonton soup lies in the wontons. These delicate dumplings start with 2 essentials, a thin wrapper and a flavorful filling. Here's how to prepare them. Making the wrappers. While store-bought wonton wrappers are convenient, making them from scratch is surprisingly simple. Combine all-purpose flour, water, and a pinch of salt into a dough. Knead until smooth, then rest it for 30 minutes under a damp towel to keep it pliable. Roll the dough thinly on a floured surface and cut into 3 to 4 inch squares. Store-bought wrappers save time, but homemade ones offer a tender texture you can't beat. Crafting the filling. The filling complements the subtle flavor of the broth. A classic, well-balanced mixture includes ground pork. Its richness serves as the base. Chopped shrimp adds a sweet, briny taste and firm texture. Finely minced aromatics, ginger, garlic, and scallions enhance every bite. Seasonings, soy sauce, sesame oil, and a touch of white pepper for depth. Mix the ingredients until they form a smooth, sticky paste. This consistency ensures the filling holds together inside the wonton. Folding the wontons. Once the wrappers and filling are ready, it's time to fold. Place a small spoonful of filling in the center of each wrapper. Brush the edges with water, fold it into a triangle, and press tightly to seal. Pinch the 2 corners of the triangle together to form the classic wonton shape. Don't worry if they're not perfect, practice makes progress. Plus, slightly uneven wontons add a homemade charm. Stay tuned for part 2. Where we'll show you how to make this authentic dish right in your own kitchen. See you soon. Thank you for watching. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe.